I just got a new LP in the mail and somebody was selling this for £5.99. That's almost criminal. And it's all still packed as well. Wow. So this is like a free LPs, kind of, 1.5. Go on etched side. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned this, but I got this off of eBay, but so cheap. So these seed pods are popping open because they're ripe and you can just sort of hear them all over the place. Don't know if you can hear that. Collected a bunch of pods to use them as percussive instruments. This is called Ocean's Cave. It's pretty popular with children, as you can imagine. Something about this view, I really like it, with the house and the hill. This is the bravest chaffinch I've seen so far. He's very close to us. It doesn't give a toss. Look at this clean edge as well. Just even the shape of the hill is quite rectangular. It's a pretty big tree. Do it look small compared to the tree?
Yep.
He's gonna try to pull out the sword. Go. Oh, come on. Try harder. Try harder. Robert the Bruce. Nah. We are on Moot Hill, by the way, the inauguration site of Scottish kings. And here we have a copy of the Stone of Destiny, which was the inauguration stone. If I could remember. It's obviously fake, but the stone supposedly came from the Holy Land and was transported by the Princess Scota to Ireland and then to Scotland, where she gave the name to the Scots. And here's also a nice little chapel. We've got a bunch of kings' names that were crowned in this place.
Yeah, they've only picked the most famous ones.
Macbeth, yes, Macbeth was crowned here. Kenneth MacAlpin is considered the first one, 843. Got James IV. Robert the Bruce was also crowned here. Constantine. But so
Well,
how many?
Hang on.
Because
the Stone of Scone was taken by Edward.
yeah,
So the Scottish kings from Robert the Bruce wasn't.
they weren't crowned on the stone, but
They were inaugurated here.
they were inaugurated on
Yeah.
the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the chapel is mostly just a family chapel. That's to do with the family that owns the place. This is the ancestor that was given the lands for protecting the king's life when there was a murderous attempt in Perth, if I remember correctly. It's a nice little job. That's Sir David Murray. I could also add that probably the reason why it was an inauguration site is because over there used to be a massive abbey, and the Chaldees were around here in the 7th and 8th century, and they had a little monastery here, so it was sort of a religious centre. And then you've got a gate down there, and on the other side of the gate you had this Scone, the town or village of Scone, which was the capital of Scotland in the Middle Ages.
So Scone was the capital of Scotland from the reign of Kenneth MacAlpin in the 9th century until the reign of David I in the 12th century, and he moved the capital to Perth, which is just down and on the other side of the River Tay.
There's an abundance of peacocks, but they have lost their tails. So they display their tails and then they just lose the feathers, and the feathers are all over the place. But I think people have already picked them away. I've got a few at home. Irish people believe that peacock feathers are unlucky. So that's interesting. Somebody wouldn't refuse to take me in their car because I had a peacock feather on me. It's the old market cross of Scone. This stuff smells really nice. It's sweet pea apparently. I don't know what this is, but it's massive. I think these are called shaggy ink caps. I just discovered a hole. Maybe a foxhole? Ah, so that's what that is. And that thing there. It says, "Time and tide wait for no man." Not as painful as I thought it would be. I think the pattern on the sand looks really cool. It's kind of like mini dunes. God, this sand is a bit like quicksand, it does suck you in. I just crossed over there, almost got stuck. afterwards. The sand is very soft. This is seaweed, but it almost feels like plastic. That's how tough it is. I found the perfect soft sand now. It's warm and it's soft. And it's marvellous. An interesting object that looks like a stone, but it's really light.
And porous.
And very porous. If anybody knows what this is, let me know. This tree is literally glittering. I don't know if this is sap from the tree or if this is slime from the snail. But it does look pretty impressive. It looks like a mermaid. Look what I can do. I'm sorry, Mr. Hedgehog.
You're blinding it.
I know I'm blinding it. Okay, I'll just... I'm sorry. But yeah, here's a hedgehog. Well, it has become day for a few seconds.